Welcome back to the Scrapyard guys, Tronic here, and today we're going to have a look at the top 5 legendary neutral cards that you should craft if you've got the dust available. Before we get into it though, don't forget to hit like and subscribe below. It really helps me out. It's only a moment of your time, and yeah, it makes me feel good as well. So yeah, please just make me feel good. Like a lot of players, I have to kind of budget out the dust that I get, so I can't afford really to spend it on cards that will not see play or are not good or potentially might rotate out. Looking into 2021, you want to craft cards that are going to last you for the next year or so, if you don't already have them. So we're going to take a look at the stats and see which are the best cards. First up on the list, we've got Spear of Sapience. It is a weapon. It's 1 mana, 0/4. At the start of your turn, look at your top card. You can put it on the bottom and lose 1 durability. So a very, very good deck. Potentially not in tempo decks, but definitely in sort of more control or combo style decks, where you want to tutor out the right card at the right time, or put cards that you don't need at the bottom of your deck, knowing that you won't draw them and have a dead card in your hand. This card's average deck win rate right now is about 52.5%. It's spiking at the minute purely, I think, due to the popularity of Ramp Paladin, but it is appearing in other decks like Galakon Priest, Miracle Priest, Exodia Mage, Mozaki OTK Mage. But yeah, a solid card. Potentially don't jump into this. It is number 5 on the list for a reason. There are 4 more better cards, but if you've got the other 4, this is potentially the one that's going to get you the most value for your 1600 dust in the next 12 to 14 months. Number 4 on the list is Ashraf the Defiler. This guy is the most popular of all the cards in this list. It is appearing in 11.7%, so 1 in 10 decks are playing Ashraf the Defiler. I don't know if we're going to get more corrupt cards going forward into the new expansions, but I do believe the corrupt cards that exist already are pretty strong for the main, and you should definitely craft this guy if you've got the dust. He is currently appearing in decks again like Ramp Paladin, Control Warlock, Galakron Warlock, Guardian Druid, Quest Shaman, Taunt Warrior, all really strong decks with really good win rates. A really solid card to craft next if you've got the dust for him. And again, I think we may see more corrupt cards, but even if we don't, the corrupt cards that exist in the meta right now, I think are really strong, really solid. A great card to have in your library. Next up on this list caught me by surprise actually. Number 3 most popular card that you should craft if you've got the dust for it is Captain Greenskin. He is the only classic card to appear on this list, and he's still going strong. He doesn't appear in a huge amount of decks because obviously he only fits into weapon or pirate decks, which normally go hand in hand. So realistically, there's only 2 classes that you can play that with, maybe a third if you're pushing your luck. But he currently sits with a 55.5% win rate. He is the 3rd highest win rate of all the cards, and I suppose that's why he's sitting at number 3. However, he has the 2nd highest played win rate. So playing him gives you a 59.8% win rate chance if you play him. Quite obviously, he appears in a lot of warrior decks, pirate warriors and bomb warriors. He's also appearing in evolved shamans and obviously then in weapon rogues as well. Another solid craft. I think weapon decks will always be a thing. Pirate decks may not always be a thing, but weapon decks will definitely be there. And he's a perfect fit if you want to craft another legendary and you're looking for a card that's going to last and last and last. I think out of all the cards, this guy is going to go the longest. Number 2 on this list is another old god. It is Nzoth, God of the Deep. He is currently sitting in 3.2% of decks right now. He's got a 55.7% average win rate. He's been played 11,000 times since the latest patch. His played win rate is 58.9%. Which is really high as well. Such a solid card for 10 mana, 5/7. Okay, stats aren't great, but you can essentially flood the board with your dragons, with your mechs, with your beasts. Again, seeing a spike in popularity due to the Ramp Paladin spike at the minute. However, I think that menagerie type decks will always be popular in multiple classes. For example, he's seeing play in big druids, in Taunt Warriors, in Highlander Demon Hunters. A really solid craft, and that's why he's appearing as number 2 on this list. Last up is the number 1 most successful neutral legendary minion that is not rotating in April, and that's a lot of caveats, but I suppose the purpose of this list is to figure out which cards are going to last you the longest and get you the most value for your dust. And that guy is Lorekeeper Polket. The reason he's number one is he has the best win rate. He appears in the decks with the best win rates. He's appearing in 5.1% of decks right now, which is pretty high. And his ability is so powerful to be able to basically tutor out the big cards in your deck and know exactly what you're drawing next is so powerful. Even though he was nerfed, he is still incredibly popular. He is obviously appearing in lots of Face Hunters, lots of Highlander Hunters, and also Aggro Demon Hunter as well. I'm sure with the coming expansions, people will use him to tutor out their big cards in the newest expansions. I think he is a solid craft. If you've got the 1600 dust, he should be a top priority for your next legendary neutral craft. And there you have it, guys. The top 5 cards that you should craft if you've got the dust and you're looking for a new neutral that will sit across multiple decks. As always, if you feel like there's cards I've missed or there are better cards out there, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm always enjoying reading your comments. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe again. Just do it again. Do it one more time. If you could like the video twice, that would be great. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.